Good morning, everyone. This is Sachin with you from Doc 365 web series. Okay, so today I'm gonna probably go through a SharePoint related feature, which is information management policies. It's very much required in terms of larger organizations where you'll be effectively able to manage documents without any flaws. So now, what is information management policies? It helps you to control who can access your organizational information, what they can do with it, and how long to retain it. And a policy can help enforce compliance with legal and governmental regulations or internal business processes. And as an administrator, you'll be able to set up a policy to control how to track documents, who has access to documents, and how long to retain the documents. So I'm going to probably show you how it works. So information management policies can be created on the site in 3 different ways. Create an information management policy to use on multiple content types within a site collection. Create an information management policy for a site content type, and create an information management policy for a list or a library. So I'm going to go with the third option, where I'm going to do it for a library. So let's go ahead and probably do it right now. So I'm going to go to one of my portal. This is our portal called Doc Intranet Portal. It's hosted on O365. So it's a complete turnkey intranet portal where you have department portals like sales, finance, HR, IT, training, and also have employee resources and projects portal as well. So I'm going to go ahead and take one of our, let's go to the case studies in sales. It's more of a document library. We have a lot of case studies here, a couple of other documents. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to define information management policy. So let's say I have my documents. Let's say this is an example. So I'm just going to go ahead and upload some. Let's say I have some documents within this folder. I'll be able to set up a kind of a policy, or a kind of a I'll be able to define a policy. Let's say okay, I have my documents uploaded on November 9th, and I need them to be, transferred to another folder, or probably, it's more like an archive, or probably just delete it. Let it go to the recycle bin after a month, or maybe after 2 months, so that I don't have a lot of documents, maybe unwanted documents in my folder. Rather than going and manually deleting them, it's going to be a tedious task. So it can create kind of a workflows where SharePoint really takes care of this. So I'm going to go ahead and define. So this is my document folder. So I'm just going to click over here, click on Manage Views. Please note this is 2016 interface. If you really hate using 2016 interface, you can always go back to the old one. So you have a return to classic SharePoint view on your left-hand side bottom. So I'm going to click over here and click on Manage Views. Okay, so this is the document library settings. So I need to scroll down, or not scroll down, I need to go here and click on Information Management Policy Settings. I'm going to click over there. So basically, I'm going to set up a policy type. I'm just going to set up a kind of a query there, so that based on that, my documents should, act accordingly, right? So this is the library-based retention schedule. So I have content type policies. This table shows all content types for this library, along with the policies and expiration schedules for each type. So I can either do it for a document or for the entire folder. So I'm going to click on folder. So the entire library will, have this policy should be applicable for all the documents inside the library. So I'm going to click on Enable Retention. And what happens next is I should go ahead and, probably plug in some values, right? So it says specify how to manage retention. Items will not expire until a stage is added. So I'm going to add a retention stage. Pop window where I can define what needs to be done. So there's an event, specify what causes the stage to activate. Now this stage is based on the date property on the item. So what I just need to go ahead and define, right? So let's say my document is being created on November 9th, right? So what I'm going to do is, okay, let's put it for a month, right? So document is being created. Well, let's call it 2 months. And what happens is whatever the documents has been uploaded into this document, to this folder, I can set up an action based on that. So the file created date plus 2 months, right? And the action, when the stage is triggered, it has to perform any following action. So I can go ahead and move these files to the recycle bin. I can permanently delete them. I can transfer to another location. I can also start a workflow or skip to next stage. So these has to be predefined. Can declare a record, delete previous drafts, or delete all previous versions. So if I have different versions of documents, so the old versions will, probably I'll be able to delete them as well. So I'm going to click on move to recycle bin for now, and then I'm going to click on OK. Okay, so I have my policy being recorded, my retention policies, right? So it's for 2 months. So the date created plus 2 months, right? And once the time passes, automatically it moves to the recycle bin. So I don't have to go ahead, go back to the folder and then, delete the files manually. Also, I'll be able to enable auditing, assign a barcode to each document, or we can also enable labels. I'm going to click on OK. Okay, so I have it defined. So as you see here, I have a custom policy being applied for this folder. So it says yes, so it's actually there, it's working now. So I have applied this retention policy for this particular document folder. Right, so this has been created on October 23rd. So by December 23rd, what happens is these files will move out to the recycle bin. What do you see on the left-hand side? So that's it. It's a very simple tip. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you and have a great day.